Have you ever wondered what a flower might say if it could tell us its floriography secrets? Hello, beautiful flower, and welcome to the Garden of Appreciation story time. I am HeartThrob, and today we are stepping into the world where every petal holds a message and every bloom tells a story, and every heart can find courage. In this special place, we celebrate the art of stories, floriography, the language of flowers, and the magic of mental wellness. Whether you're a child, a veteran, or simply someone who loves the beauty of words, this story is for you. Are you ready to discover the secret messages hidden inside a tiny moss rosebud? Listen closely as we uncover a tale of courage, beauty, and becoming, where the lessons of psychology and the wonder of floriography come together in a gentle, inspiring adventure. This is the Confession of Moss Rosebud, a story of courage, beauty, and becoming. If the story touches your heart, remember, everyone deserves to bloom, and every voice matters. Join us in spreading kindness, courage, and the secret messages of flowers. Together, we can make the world a more gentle place. In a quiet garden where moonlit painted silver paths, there lived a tiny moss rosebud named Rosie. By day, her heart-shaped petals shimmered in hues of pink and gold, nestled among succulent leaves that cradled dewdrops like fragile pearls. But at night, as twilight deepened and the shadows stretched long, Rosie hid herself away, folding her petals into tight embrace, as if the world might judge her colors unworthy should they remain visible too long. Rosie grew low to the ground, nestled among a cluster of violets and daisies, who filled the air with murmurs and laughter. She often listened to them, how freely they shared their dreams, their small fears, their quiet joys, but Rosie never joined in. She felt something inside her, a yearning to belong, but at the same time, an uncertainty that made her retreat into silence. One evening, when the fireflies flickered like golden embers in the cool air, Rosie noticed a tall sunflower swaying gently nearby. Its golden face remained lifted, even as night unfurled its velvet canopy across the sky. It stood bold and unwavering, catching the last whispers of sunlight before darkness took hold. "How can you be so fearless?" Rosie finally asked, her voice barely louder than the rustling leaves. The sunflower turned its face towards her, its petals sighing softly in the breeze. "Fearless? Oh, little one, I am not without fear. I simply choose to open." Rosie pondered the words, letting them settle deep within her roots. She had spent so long believing that fear was something to flee from, that it was a sign that she should remain hidden. But what if it was something else? A whisper, a nudge, a call toward something waiting beyond fear itself. That night, beneath the hush of the stars, Rosie found herself wondering, what if I also choose? Morning arrived gently, spilling sunlight like honey across the garden. Rosie felt its warmth stirring her petals, an invitation, a quiet encouragement. She hesitated, folding inward as she always did. But something felt different this time. The sunflower had shared something, a truth that Rosie had never considered before. "What if I open and the world finds me lacking?" she whispered. The sunflower swayed, its voice carrying through the golden light. "Love isn't about being enough. It is about being seen." Rosie took a trembling breath. Slowly, carefully, her petals unfurled, a hesitant reach. Then a braver spread, like fingers stretching after a long sleep. Soft pink and gold glowed beneath the morning sun, colors alive with quiet radiance. She felt the warmth seep into her, wrapping around the fear and dissolving it like mist. And something remarkable happened. The violets lifted their heads, their songs growing stronger. Filled with newfound courage, the daisies leaned in, their laughter bubbling over, louder than before. Even the breeze seemed to pause, carrying whispers of admiration through the garden. Rosie's courage had rippled outward, stirring something deep within the other flowers. Soon, secrets rustled among them. Stories once kept, tucked away, unfolded like petals in bloom. "I dream of dancing in the wind," a daisy confessed. "I worry that my song is too soft to be heard," murmured a violet. Rosie listened, and for the first time she understood. Fear and beauty lived side by side. The garden was not merely a collection of blooms. It was a place of confessions, of courage, of quiet revelations that formed something whole. As twilight approached, Rosie closed her petals, not in retreat, but in contentment. The stars winked above like tiny promises, and the moon whispered, "Rest now, little one. Tomorrow you will bloom again." And so, wrapped in the garden's warmth, Rosie drifted to sleep, a tiny flower with a courage as vast as the sky. For within every heart, beauty waits to unfold, one brave confession at a time. And so, just like Rosie the Moss Rosebud, we've learned that every heart holds a secret waiting to bloom, one brave confession at a time. Thank you for joining me in the Garden of Appreciation story time, where stories, flowers, and kindness grow together. Here is some exciting news. My next story will be available as a digital download in my online store, so you can have a beautifully illustrated story to read along with me. These are arts that I rejected from my publication, so you will have brand new art, brand new illustrations to enjoy. And I'm just learning the whole process. It's exciting. And plus, your purchase will support my mission, as I am currently applying and in the process of a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And if you loved Rosie's journey, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me what is one thing you could share with the world if you weren't afraid, or share your favorite flower and what it means to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because I'm doing a story for every flower that I have a sentiment for. So there's a lot of them, and I will be publishing them and uploading them as soon as I get them done. It's a process that's taking a while because there's a lot of research, and I'm learning the whole process And it's exciting because I come from a non-technological background, so this is fun and exciting. And remember, may your heart always find courage to open and shine as we change the world one flower at a time. Again, I'm HeartThrob, and thank you very much for your time.